On this day, a new prisoner came to the prison. All the guards were intimidated by his towering stature. Everyone had to look up at him. Even the warden was frightened the first time he saw him. If he lost control, the guards might not be able to catch him. But surprisingly, this large man was very docile. He was even afraid of the dark and asked them to keep the lights on at night. Paul agreed, and the man expressed his gratitude to Paul. It was hard to imagine he was a murderer. After returning home, Tom investigated John's file, but the results shocked Tom. A few days earlier, a farmer's 2 daughters had suddenly disappeared, leaving only a pool of blood. The man, realizing something was wrong, immediately asked his wife to call the police. He then followed the blood trail to find his daughters. After crossing a river, they finally found the daughters' toys. Not far away, a man was holding his 2 daughters. Everyone was shocked by the sight, but Paul began to doubt the verdict. That day, the prison brought in a new inmate as usual, but this inmate had a dazed look on his face like an idiot. The guards relaxed their vigilance. Only the man told Paul that the inmate was dangerous, but the next moment the inmate suddenly attacked the guards. The guards had no time to react, and he was strangled by the neck. Paul rushed to help, but the inmate struck him in a sore spot, and he collapsed to the ground, unable to move. At the crucial moment, the inmate was subdued, preventing a serious mistake. At this moment, Paul lay on the ground, in agony. Suddenly, the man spoke. Paul struggled to his feet and walked over to the man. But who could have imagined that the man grabbed Paul by the collar and, with his other hand, firmly grasped Paul's crotch. Instantly, Paul panicked, fearing the man would do something violent. Suddenly, all the lights came on, emitting a blinding light until it grew brighter and brighter, then exploded. The man finally released Paul, and he spat out a swarm of insects from his mouth. Watching this, Paul was incredulous. He was completely convinced the man had been wrongly accused. The illness that had plagued him for years was now completely cured by the man. After returning home, he was finally able to be intimate with his wife again after many years. The next day, Paul sought out a lawyer, hoping he would defend the man and prove his innocence. But the lawyer refused, as all the evidence pointed to the man as the murderer. Soon, the man was to be executed. To show his gratitude, Paul brought him some bread made by his wife. Before his execution, the man told Paul a secret. When Paul held the man's hand, he saw everything. In reality, the man was not the murderer. The real killer was the new inmate. When the man found the sisters, it was too late. He just kept apologizing to the girl's father for not being able to save the 2 girls. Paul was very upset when he knew the truth. He decided to let the man go secretly because this kind man should not suffer so much. But the man refused. He told Paul he was tired, fed up with people hurting each other.
There's too much of it. It's like pieces of glass in my head all the time.
Everyone fell silent after hearing this. As he was led to the execution ground, the gazes of everyone were like knives piercing his heart. Every prison guard knew the truth yet felt helpless.
I hope it hurts like hell.
When the hood was placed on the man's head, he refused. Paul agreed to his request. Everything continued as usual, though everyone's movements slowed down, hoping the man wouldn't suffer too much. In his final moments, Paul held the man's hand and thanked him for everything he had done. When the switch flipped, everyone wept. He was like an angel, entering the world full of hope, only to depart in despair. But if you want to see it, the movie is called The Green Mile.